I just titled this one Toothpaste. Because I brought toothpaste. And hopefully there's enough toothpaste for everybody. Everybody take one thing of toothpaste and pass around. Take one plate, pass around. Everybody gets their own toothpaste and their own plate. So family night's all about having fun. I didn't get a toothpaste. Hopefully there's some left when I get back in. Toothpaste has been shared. Maybe there'll be enough. This is travel toothpaste, so it's cheap. Like $1.50 each. It's worth the investment. Oh, there's going to be a bigger one. You want to put this one in there.
It's low on Walmart shelves.
I pretty much cleared CVS out of their travel toothpaste last week. All right, so what we want to do with our travel toothpaste, open it up. Everybody open up the toothpaste. It's going to be fun. So there's not a lot of toothpaste in there. If you do this at home, you may want to get a full-size tube, depending on your budget for each person. But what we're going to do is we're going to draw a face on our paper plate. So I want you to think of the face of someone you know, someone in your family, a friend, and just kind of draw their face. It can be very simple, but I want you to exaggerate and goofify some aspect of their face. Like give them big ears, give them a big nose, I don't know, a giant wart, whatever you want to do. Just something fun. But so since you have a small amount of toothpaste, budget your toothpaste squeeze so that you can finish the face. Oh my, we're gonna get a little foil thing on the top so it doesn't spill out in your travel bag, I guess. So I want to make a face. Oh, it's not even colored, so I should have got colored plates. Oh, it runs out fast. Make sure you budget your squeeze. This might work better with a bigger tube of toothpaste. And everyone's smelling minty fresh, I think, in here. It's good. And mine's done. And I ran out of toothpaste. All right. Anybody need more time for their work of art? This is just for illustrative purposes, of course. So here's mine. This is Joshua, and he has a giant nose. So I'm sure you can see the resemblance. Joshua will love that I did this and recorded it on a video. All right, so everybody got your face? Anybody do something goofy other than ears or nose?
Unibrow.
Got the tongue sticking out, okay.
Unibrow.
Unibrow, there you go. That's fun. Very creative. All right, so now we kind of did this quick and we weren't thinking about it too much, but now let's ask ourselves this question. If the person that we drew was here and we said, hey, look how I drew you, you're doing a big nose. Do you think it's possible that they might not appreciate the fun in that? That they might actually feel a little hurt or self-conscious that I thought a big nose would be a good way to draw them. And it might hurt their feelings. It's possible, right? If somebody showed you a big picture and you were already sensitive about your ears or something and somebody drew you with big ears, you might laugh it off, but you might be hurt inside. So now that we've stopped and thought about it a little bit, maybe it wasn't such a great idea to draw people with that. So let's get all our toothpaste and put it back in the tube. Everybody just put all your toothpaste back in the tube. Okay, maybe it's not, doesn't go back in really. And this is fun for little kids. But I think you guys are all adults, you kind of get the point. You can't take it back. Once it's out, it don't go back. And the scripture kind of tells us that that's the danger with our words, right? In James, a couple of places in James chapter 1, verse 19, and then also in chapter 3, verses 7 through 10, he basically tells us, look, you need to be quick to listen, but slow to speak. And he tells us in chapter 3 why we should be slow to speak. Because the tongue is really hard to control, and it can be a real fire and really, really destructive. So just like with the toothpaste, when we weren't thinking about it, we just squeezing it out, and then we thought later, maybe we shouldn't have done it that way, but we can't take it back. Same thing can be true with our words. If we're not careful and think about them before we let them out, you can't take them back. So once it's out of the tube, they don't go back. And they can cause damage, right? Even though I tried to put it back, it left a smear. Words, even though you might apologize, they can still leave a scar or a smear on people's feelings, right? So you don't want that. So that's the lesson. And you can take as long as you want to play with the toothpaste and struggle with spoon and try to get back in. Whatever you want to do to drag it out or make it quick. But the key point is, just like squishing it out real fast in the tube, it doesn't go back. When you spew your words out, you can't take it back. So better be cautious and careful about what you do with your words. That, my friends, is family lesson number